Hey, thank you again for tuning in to Game's Journey to the Draft. Again, I'm your boy Big Game James. Hey, but before we get started, please make sure that if you missed any of the previous episodes of Game's Journey to the Draft, click that playlist on the YouTube channel. Check them out. Volumes parts 1, 2, and 3. This is part 4. And also, before we get started into this, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell and get notified every time that new content is dropped. So, I started this series because of a few questions that I got from friends and co-workers and things like that, asking me what it was like going to the NFL, and it would be cool to know the process. So, I kicked some different things off, and today is all about draft day. The NFL draft is going on right now, and it's been some crazy moves and crazy picks that people have been excited about, but also questioning, but that's the draft. You never know what's going to really happen. And, I remember that day very vividly, going into the weekend. And for those of you who've never checked me out before, don't know, I'm a former professional football player that's now blogging, vlogging, podcasting, uh, with a show with one of my best friends that we kick off twice a week. But I got drafted in 1998 by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, and I still remember that day very, very vividly. Going into the draft, you know that you have a grade. You know what I'm saying? Like your agent will pretty much tell you, well, they got you graded this through this. And it may be, some scouts may talk to your coaches at your university and let you know. But going into the draft, I knew that I had a late third round grade all the way through seventh round, they said. Um, so going into the weekend, I knew I was just going to enjoy the draft because this was to me a very stellar draft. Not just because I had a chance to get selected, but this is the infamous should I take Peyton Manning or Ryan Leaf draft. Randy Moss was in this draft, and the Cowboys end up passing on Randy Moss and taking Greg Ellis, which I don't take what I'm saying wrong. Greg Ellis was a great pro, but Randy Moss was a Hall of Fame wide receiver, and a lot, not just the Cowboys, but that's like one of the big hiccups that a lot of people talk about. Um, Andre Wadsworth, Takeo Spikes, Donovan Darius, Fred Taylor, a lot of big names, but there's, still a lot of players found in this draft that some people may not have known about. So I go into the weekend knowing that, I was just, nothing really was going to happen that first day for me. So just watched it, decided to have my family up from California to drive to Reno and kind of check everything out. So they came up and we decided to have a little something at the house for the third day of the draft that Sunday, knowing that was probably going to be the day that I got picked. They started. My agent called me, told me that he'd been on the phone with a couple different teams. Things looked good. That he didn't think I'd get past the fourth round. Very excited, cool. Um, Here it is, watching the draft, watching people get selected. Um, and the process is kind of crazy, y'all, because like what you see on TV is one part of it, but normally your phone is ringing and things are going on before they actually even see it on TV. Nowadays, they actually have the live in cameras, more of those cameras in draft people's homes and at their places. But anyway, so fourth round comes along, um, things are going. My phone rings, pick it up. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, oh, sweet, cool, James, how you doing? Hey, Coach, blah 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 blah, with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I just want to let you know that our pick is coming up, and I'm really going to bat for you right now. You're the guy I want to come in and help us on this defensive line. We're gonna let you know what we're gonna do here soon. But hey, be by your phone. Um, I think it's gonna happen. So I hang up. I look at my mom and my pops. I'm like, hey, that was Jacksonville. They said that more likely they're gonna pick me with this next pick, and be ready. So they like probably 3 picks before the pick was up. Next thing you know, the pick is in. My phone didn't ring, but I see the pick is in. So then all of a sudden, phone rings again. I grab it. Hey, James, Coach, blah blah blah. I just want to say, I'm sorry. Front office wanted to go a different direction. They wanted to get a guy that was just a little bit bigger in size to play the technique we play. But hey, best of luck to you. And if you're here next round, I promise I'm going to try my best to get you in here. So there goes me thinking, cool, 4th-round draft pick, Jacksonville Jaguars, would have had a chance to be back in Florida, you know what I'm saying, close to Georgia where I grew up. But hey, it didn't happen. Okay, not mad. Still got a lot of picks left. I just want an opportunity and a chance. Time goes by. Time goes by, watching get to the end of the 4th round. I pretty much know now that I'm going to be a 5th-round pick, looking like 4th round's almost over. All right, cool. 5th round, I could take it. Not as much signing bonus money as what I was hoping for and what I was going to want, but it's all right. You know, I'll take it. It's dream come true, right? 5th round comes. I get a call from the Indianapolis Colts. Hey, James, this is so for the Indianapolis Colts, and I just want to say, you know, we're looking to make a move on you right here, and hey, we like everything you did. We like your film, so be ready to go. All right, cool. Pick goes in. Name doesn't come up. Call back. I had to go the other direction. Now I'm getting frustrated. It's okay. Relaxing, trying to watch a little bit more. A couple more picks go by. Agent calls me. Hey man, I got a really good feeling that the Ravens might make a play for you here soon. Had a good talk with Ozzie Newsome, and we're gonna see what's going on, man. They really like you a lot. Just got off the phone with this guy in the department. Hey, don't be surprised if the Ravens make a move to bring you in here. Cool. The Ravens. I get to go play with Ray Lewis. Oh my God, this is gonna be off the chain. No, Ravens pick come. They get somebody else. Like, oh man. All right. Now I'm just like, you know what? The heck with this draft. I don't care no more. I've been watching football all weekend. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. If I'm a free agent, whatever. So I put the remote control down on the TV. I go lay down in the room, in my bedroom, in my apartment, and I was just like, you know what? God, I pray something happens, but whatever's gonna be is gonna be. I'm gonna try my best not to worry about it. Now I will say this for a 22-year-old person, this is, like I said, probably one of the most strenuous times in your life, because not only are you hoping to live your dream of what you've always wanted to do, you're wanting to make all these people around you proud. You want to represent your family, your university. You want to show that you have a skill set to do what a small percentage and fraction of people in this world can do, right? So it's a stressful time. So I lay down. My mom came in and said, "Hey, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Um, just hang in there. You know, why don't you come on back out and let's just keep watching." I was like, I'll be out in a second. So I lay there on the bed, just looking up at the ceiling, just pretty much thinking about every football moment I think I've ever had in my life. Thinking about why I started loving the game because of my grandfather and my cousin, who y'all might see on the show commenting a lot, Ron Lamb. You know, they made me fall in love with the game of football. And so, like, now for me, this was not just for me. This was for everybody. This was for those people that made me fall in love with the game. This was for Coach Kane at American High School, who told me that I could do whatever I wanted to do if I put my mind to it. This is for Bo Levette, who picked me up on the yellow bus to make sure I got to football practice every day because my mom didn't have a way to get me there because she had to work. Um, this is for, you know, Coach Alt, Coach Johnson, Coach Atkins, Coach Wilson, all those defensive coaches, Coach Tisdale, who said that, hey, JC, man, you're a hell of a football player. And we think you got a bright future beyond college. You know, so now it's turned into that. This is for those guys that played before me, like a Dave Miller, who I know had the potential to play in the NFL, that didn't, that I looked up to and I admired on my team. You know, now I'm thinking like, damn, if I don't make it, I let these people down. Lo and behold, I'm still laying there, all those crazy thoughts running through my head, trying to figure out what I'm going to do if I don't make it, if I want to even go to free agent route, if I want to deal with that, if I call the teams in Canada back and, you know, go play in Canada, or do I just take the internship at the TV station and start a career in journalism that I went to school for? You know what I'll do? Million things racing through my head. I'm in the room. I don't have nothing with me, just lights off. Phone start ringing, ring, ring. And back here, you know, it's old school cordless phone. We had a caller ID box that we had to run the phone in that the box displayed. So my mom said, James, come get the phone, come get the phone. I was like, what is she yelling for? I was like, I opened doors. Well, she said, it's the Buccaneers, it's the Buccaneers. It said Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the caller ID. And so I picked the phone up, and lo and behold, I still remember this conversation like it was yesterday. He was like, James, how you doing? This is Coach Tony Dungy with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I still get crazy thinking about it now. My jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, coach, how's it going? But I also talked to a position coach earlier. This is the head coach now, I know. I didn't know what I was going to hear. I didn't know. I was like, hey, we want you. But, so he's like, hey, this Coach Dungy with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congratulations. How do you feel about being a Buccaneer? I said, thank you, coach. Thank you. You will not be disappointed. He said a couple other people want to talk to you. Monty Kiffin got on the phone. Rob Marinelli got on the phone. Tim Ruskell, Jerry Angelo, and the scout, in the GM and the personnel department, the Rich McKay. Congratulations. They said, hey, go make sure you're in front of the TV. We're turning your name in now. Go back out, sit back down, get the remote control. I hit record on the VCR, turn the TV up, and it's Mel Kiper and these guys on stage talking about any and everything. This is late in the draft where the picks are coming in fast and they're just covering airtime. And all of a sudden it says current selection. And then the number comes up, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, James Cannida, pick 175. And in my mind, I was like, cool, I did it. But I knew that the journey had just begun. My phone started ringing off the hook, family members, friends, coaches, and I just remember it's funny and it's emotional still at the same time, but I cracked up laughing. When so I'm on the phone talking to all these people and then getting the TV ready. My mom was like, what they say? What they say? And y'all know how parents can be in moms. What they say? What's going on? What's going on? And I was like, the Buccaneers are picking me right now. My mom just said, thank you, Jesus. And she took off running out the front door. And it was just so funny. And then my stepfather, who was like the coolest dude in the world, who just always had like one tone, never showed a lot of emotion, just started pumping his fist and said, yes, yes, I knew it. I knew it. So for all those people and some that are gone and not here anymore, to think about that moment, being able to share it with them, being able to make that dream come true, being able to say that they had a part to play in me having success. Because, I can sit up and tell you that I was a hell of an athlete and I was a hell of a football player. But I had a hell of a supporting cast. I had a great group. My agent, like I said in the first piece, went to bat, never lied to me. Told me along the way what the journey was going to be like, what to expect. But that feeling, and then you think that it's over there, and it's really not. Now the hard work really begins because so after the pick was in, I got called back by the team secretary to set up travel arrangements for the mandatory mini camp the next week. And when you get down there and you realize that there's a lot of people that want to do what you do. There's a lot of, they had their draft picks, and they also had a bunch of free agents that came in, and you talking about, guys that could play, guys that went to big time Division I football programs, all fighting to get ready to make a 53-man roster. And here it is, I'm looking up where I get a chance to go play with Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Hardy Nickerson, Derek Brooks, Donnie Abraham. And in my draft class, Jacquez Green and Brian Kelly were picked in the second round. Jamie Duncan was a third-round pick. Todd Washington, fourth round. No fifth-round pick. Sixth round was me and Shevin Smith, God rest your soul, Treo. And seventh round was Chance McCarthy. And so, you bring in a group of guys and you're going into a system that's becoming known for one of the best defenses in the National Football League. And a black head coach, which was also like just a little bit of a crazy situation just to know the stature of Tony Dungy, what he was known for as a defensive coordinator, and now what he was bringing to the NFL as a minority head coach. And I had a chance to go in and get ready to learn under him. So, there's a lot of people I got to thank. And because of the lengthiness of this and so much more that goes into it, I'm probably gonna bring you guys a part 5 to this to let you guys know what mini camp is like, and then what training camp is like. So, hey, it's your boy, Big Game James. Y'all can laugh at me for getting a little choked up. It's all good, but it's like I said, it's a life altering memory that you never forget. That you're able to tell people that you're a part of that small percentage that have a chance to get drafted and be a part of the best fraternity in the world, the National Football League. You have to love it. Again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to see my regular content, please tune in to Big Game Sports Buzz, part of Big Game Entertainment. Big Game Sports Buzz Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. And then we upload that audio to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and now also Amazon Music. And make sure you check out me and the crew in the Sports Chop Shop, where we bring you that barbershop banter in one place, talking about everything sports and life. What's going on? It's your boy, Big Game James. Thank you for tuning in to Games Journey to the Draft, Part 4, Draft Day.